name is Jane Gary. I'm a journalist by profession. So Nia Upeoni is a Swahili name for explore the horizon. Today, we are happy because the project has been launched and we are able to have leaders from different organizations who are having responsibilities in the communities, who are looking forward to learning more about to be able to lead in the prospective positions that they hold in the society. Being here in the class and learning with these young people and seeing how excited and eager they are to learn, I'm really excited. So I'm happy and looking forward to see where we go from here. But for sure, it's a good place to be.
Hello, my name is Michael Hamilton. I work for an organisation called the Ubele Initiative. We're based in London. And I'm here to kick off the first 2 days of the systems change course called Nia Upeoni. What I've observed so far from the group is that people are very open. People are open with each other. People are, even at this point, prepared to take risks, and that people have come prepared to do the work, to enjoy the course. And so we have some very dynamic people here. As I listened this morning, we have people who are teachers, people who are chief execs of organizations, people who have just come with raw belief that they want something different to happen in the world. I hope that the course gives them some new equipment, some new ways of thinking, some new support to do the thing that they want to do even better than they're doing it at the moment. And so I hope that in a year's time, people who are being educated by the people here, people who are being managed by the people here, people who are involved in projects run by the people here, will feel more included, will feel more relaxed in the space, and will feel that there is somebody in the space who can genuinely hold them and their uncertainty as we wander around life. And so this work has come about by a truly international team, and that we've had to discover ways of creating systems in which we can work together and we can feel ourselves to be in community together. And so if from that kind of crazy standpoint of people who live and work 4,000 miles away from each other, if we are able to do it, I'm sure that the people who are on this course will be able to do it, because all it takes is an open heart, an open mind, and an open will, and we can change anything.
Hello, my name is Apollo Morege. I am the country director for MasterPeace Kenya. And MasterPeace Kenya is coordinating the Kenyan lab for the Nia Upeoni work on systems change and leadership that we're conducting in partnership with the Ubele Initiative. I think what surprised me the most, or what I found most interesting, first of all, even before we began the session, was the number of applications we got. So while initially we had projected that on the very higher side we'd have about 50 people applying and we have only 15 spaces for the Kenyan lab, I was extremely shocked when we had 447 applications and we only had space for 15. So I think that in itself stood out even before we began the work. Now during the work, the interpretation of the participants' understanding of systems change and how to apply it in their various works also stood out quite much. The nuances they have and how varying these small differences are in each of these participants and how they actually apply systems change in their work was also quite interesting. while I knew how to apply, or I had an idea how to apply systems change to work around civic engagement, I did not know it was possible to actually apply systems change work to persons who are even doing STEM, you know, sciences and technology and mathematics, as a way of improving learning outcomes in Kenya. These are areas I had not foreseen, yet they are coming out very strongly and very applicable, and every moment becomes a learning moment by itself. The work we are doing is born out of a need from Kenyans that we actually interviewed for a very long time, for I think 2 years or so, together with Michael Hamilton in Nyeri, in Nairobi, in Ngong, in Kajiado. And we foresee a Kenya, or a continent really, where we have leaders of grassroots organizations who understand systems change very well, and they're able to apply it in their day-to-day work, mostly so that they are actually able to ensure that the work that they do is impactful, that they actually address root causes of problems, as opposed to superficial things that are symptoms of what the problem is. We want to address these systemic challenges together so that we can have lasting solutions, as opposed to having a new solution every time something comes up, a new intervention every time something comes up. And I think we're going to do this very together. The enthusiasm in the room, the enthusiasm in the cohort is extremely outstanding. It's beautiful, it is magnificent to say the least, and I cannot wait to see what we all bring together and how we achieve this as part of the first cohort.
What excites me is the impact that it's creating in our society, the explorative nature of how we lead in our communities, and the fact that it's the young people who are looking forward to having this course. That gives me the hope that in future we shall have good leaders, we shall be able to change the system, and we shall be happy about the things that we have done. As a collective, that makes our country in a better place with better leaders in future.
Hi everyone, my name is Maureen Wesonga and I run a CBO by the name Impact Path. I am so privileged to be part of the Nia Upeoni Leadership Program. The main problem we are facing right now in Kenya, or rather in my community, is the issue of femicide and the issue of gender-based violence. One of the most practical sessions that we have been able to go through that has really opened up my mind is the legal session, where I'm now able to identify, or rather to understand, the systems and the system change, starting from the local to the global level.
My name is Javan Oliech. I work for an NGO known as Footprints for Change. I'm one of the first few people for the Systems Change Leadership course at Nia Upeoni. The most significant shift in how I think about creating change has been sitting down and listening to people about the causes of the change, maybe in a community setup and work environment. You solve it from the root cause. Before, I used to look for solutions as fast as possible and not interact with the people facing the challenges and not sitting down with them. But after the System Change Leadership course, I've learned to sit down with people, have a conversation with them, listen to what they are going through, listen to how the community is doing, and come up with something, not just you, but have them on board and how they want the change to be.
My name is Louise Bayer, founder and executive director of Ignite. The one thing that I have learned is how I need to listen to what other people are saying. We were doing a Lagos challenge, and what came out of it was I might look at something from a particular perspective and somebody else has a different perspective. At the end of it all, when we combine it and actually listen to what each of us is saying, we get to look at the bigger picture. We get to see what the bigger picture is. So even as we're looking to seek solutions to challenges that we're facing, let us also concentrate on what the bigger picture is, and that is what will bring about sustainability.